Compass FM. In studio with me now, Stephen McQuarry from Rangiora Youth Community Trust and Sam Redman from Waiyouth. And guys, very good morning to you both.
Morning, thanks for having us.
Yeah, good to be here.
You're obviously working in together a bit these days, which is good to see. How long have you been collaborating, as they say?
Oh, a few years now. Sam was one of our ex-youth workers at Rangiora High, quite a few years ago. For
3 years now, yeah.
Yeah, for I think 6 years you were in school.
Yep.
Yeah, and then moved into the role with the council. So it's just a really natural thing that we both working locally to support young people, and so it's kind of a natural partnership, which has been really cool to see develop.
Great to see you guys know each other, and you know what it's all about. So great to see you working together. The Rangiora Youth Community Trust, Stephen, tell us quickly a little bit about that. Is it church-based at all? Or?
Cool. So it sits underneath the Rangiora Baptist Church, and so is been around for about 15 years, and it's a church-school partnership where churches and schools collaborate to get youth workers in schools to provide a bunch of support for young people. So it's church-based, but it's not getting into schools and preaching. It's there to support young people and staff.
Yep, great. And Sam, of course, you're employed actually by the Waiyouth Council, yeah?
Yeah. So I'm a part of the community team at the council. My portfolio is youth development, so it was a natural progression from being a youth worker at the school into doing what I'm doing now. So.
Great. Well, our youth, it seems to me, are well served here.
I think so.
In the Waiyouth.
I reckon. Yeah, there's some good stuff.
It's been a pretty tough start to the year too, Stephen, you were saying, with Rangiora High School in particular. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Why has it been so tough?
Yeah, it was a pretty tough start to the year with the teacher passing away and a few students connected with the school in a short period of time, which was a really, really hard load on students and staff who were really well connected there. But less than ideal, but it's been really cool to have the youth workers in school to be able to support those young people and the staff and walk alongside them.
Absolutely. Building a resilient teenager, that's what you're in to talk about today, guys, and in particular, in fact, to highlight the fact that we have from Attitude a psychologist coming to our area to talk. What is Attitude? Could you enlighten us on that, Stephen?
Yeah, sure. So Attitude are youth presenters who go into high schools all around New Zealand and present on a range of topics, and they are fantastic communicators who have a lot of experience in presenting to young people. I used to teach high school, and they were one of the few outside organisations who would come in, well, the few people full stop who would come in and have 400 or 500 kids sitting quietly for an hour just engaging with what they're talking about, and they talk about a whole range of different topics, and one of those is mental health, and so this is why we're partnering with Attitude and the Parenting Place, who they sit under to help parents, equip parents with the skills to help their teenagers to build resilience, based on the idea that, or the fact that we all face challenges in life. I think we'd be naive to say that we wouldn't face challenges, and so it's not that we can shield ourselves from those, but actually there are some specific ways that we can work for ourselves and with our young people to build resilience to those, so the ability to bounce back from those challenges and maintain normalish function.
I wish we'd had that when I was a kid at school. I really do. Fantastic. Tell us a little bit, Sam, would you mind, specifically about this particular talk? Where is it? When is it? And I believe it's family psychologist Dr. Linda Marie Amersfoort. Is she well known? I've got some great feedback about her here. Can you enlighten us a bit about her and also the whens and the wheres?
Sure thing. I mean, Stephen might be able to tell you a little bit more about Linda, but the workshop itself is coming up on the 25th of March. It's at 7 p.m. At Rangiora High School. And yeah, really looking forward to it from a council perspective. It's we're super stoked to say that we're officially collaborating with the trust on the workshops this year. Obviously the workshops have been going for a couple of years now, but really stoked to get on board with them. There's a lot of crossover with our portfolios in the community team, and so wanting to support the really good work that's being done there.
And Stephen, Dr. Linda Marie Amersfoort, highly respected on the speaking circuit, yeah?
Yeah, I've heard a bit of her. We've actually had her out to do a similar presentation, a similar style presentation on anxiety in young people, and found it really helpful. She brings a lot of knowledge and experience and is a great partner with Christian, who's a presenter from Attitude, bringing experience working with young people, and then the clinical experience on top of that is a really good mix that's super practical. It's not just a whole lot of theory, but actually you walk away, and I can speak from experience as a father, with things that you can put into practice with your kids. The last one I was at, woke up the next morning and was having some conversations with my kids who are 6, 8 and 10, and was able to immediately really easily put some of the things that I learned into place with the kids, and they were hugely helpful for them, which is what I think it's all about. If it's not practical, if you can't take it away and actually use it easily, it's a waste of time. So would really recommend these two presenters.
That is a great recommendation. There we go. So it's Thursday, 25th of March, starts at 7 o'clock. Are parents and teens encouraged to come along?
No, these are aimed at parents.
Just parents?
Yeah, aimed at parents. And so it's building a resilient teenager, but realizing that work starts a lot earlier than when your kids are teenagers.
Yeah.
And so really beneficial for parents with kids of any age. To be honest, the younger, the earlier these conversations start, the more effective they are, because they build into the norm of how you raise your kids, and also for people working alongside young people. Some really helpful tips for how to work with them to build resilience. And obviously that's not something that's immediate. You don't just snap your fingers, say 3 magic words and wave your wand, and suddenly that resilience is developed. It happens over time. And so that's why it's helpful to have these reminders, but also to start these conversations young and to make them ongoing.
Brilliant. Looking forward to that. And quickly, while I've got you here, any other upcoming events?
Yeah, so we're actually partnering with Attitude and Parenting Place in the council to do one per term, and from next term, Kaiapoi High is also joining the partnership. So from term 2, 3 and 4, we'll announce those at the starts of the term. We're partnering for back-to-back evenings, one at Kaiapoi High, one at Rangiora High, same presenters, just to support both communities, which obviously fall within the Waimakariri and have very similar cultures, and so wanting to increase that support across the district.
All right. Thanks for popping in, guys. Thank you so much. As usual, Stephen McQuarry from the Rangiora Youth Community Trust and Sam Redman from Waiyouth.
Compass FM.